All right, Black Power. This is the General Seti, and I'm black at y'all ass again with this real fucking talk. We're gonna get touchy today now. We're gonna get touchy today. Because we talking about the black woman being God. I got the upcoming lecture next Sunday. That's right, August the 6th. Gonna be live streaming. All right? Gonna be we present the General Seti is presenting the divine power of the black goddess, mother of pharaohs, thrones of Africa. We're gonna be live streaming August 6th, this Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And we're gonna have a very, very special event because I'm bringing out the Young Black Goddess workshop right after the lecture. It'll be intertwined with the lecture, but it'll be right after the lecture. It's going to be guaranteed to inspire, motivate, educate, and equip the black woman and young goddess with the tools of mental, spiritual, and physical liberation. I want y'all to come on out. I want you to go to youngpharaoh.eventbrite.com and get your ticket today. All right? Put a lot of work into it. And I'm so glad that I'm moving back into the rites of passage, which was my staple for a long time, and then I just, I went around the country and it just became a family oriented event. But, now I want to focus, and sink and just zoom in on the children, because sometimes you get to fucking with these hard head niggas and these old heads, and you just be spinning your motherfucking wheels with a lot of these motherfuckers, and so I rather, I feel more, like I'm moving the crowd when I educate the babies. Nah, very touchy, because it seems like every time I say that the black woman is God, you know, you got one of the brothers, that step up, and I guess they feel like they done been left out. They done been left out. We're gonna touch on this today. I got a comment. It says, where is the divine father? Or is the divine mother a single mother? And that's a very important, very, very important question. And I'm going to answer that. I'm going to answer that. The black man's divinity is solely regulated on the status of his woman. Okay? The fact that you here as a man, nigga, is because your mama gave birth to you. Okay? So that right there shows her divinity. Right there shows her divinity. The fact that you walking on this planet. Now, a man's divinity is not solely, but very significantly regulated on the status of his woman. Nigga, you can't be walking around here claiming your divinity and your woman is out here struggling and fighting this goddamn war by herself. Okay? You can't be around here talking about you God and every other man and every other race is feeding off of your woman in a negative aspect, and you ain't stepped the fuck up to do nothing about it. So how you gonna be divine? How you gonna be divine? See, the fact that we still on this planet. You see what I'm saying? A man can spread his seed, but that's it. That's it. That ain't divine. That ain't divine. And your whole family is under a state of being a state of seizure and a state of attack. You understand? A state of poverty. You understand what I'm saying? A state of distress, a state of oppression. And you walking around here, nigga, with Gucci's on and Louis on and all this other shit that makes you divine because you can say you divine? No, sir. No, sir. We're going to talk real shit today. You know what I'm saying? And what's so funny about this, where niggas are asked this question, you know, I don't need, because I fight for my goddesses all the time. And that don't mean that, you know, this is every man. You understand? There are some brothers out here that are divine in their walk. And I salute you, brothers. You understand what I'm saying? But it's too many of you niggas out here that exist within the conscious community, the so-called conscious community. And you God and you're divine and you righteous and everything, and you turn right around and look at the status of your woman and nigga, you know, and let me be clear. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. You know what I'm saying? We cannot condone everything that the black woman is doing. We love her. We can't condone that. We can't condone everything. But much of why the black woman is where she at today is because of where the black man is where he at today. Okay? A man can't call on nobody but himself. That's a lion. That's a lion. You can't call on nobody but yourself. So when a woman has been regulated to the status of a slave, and literally that's what it is. We all in slavery. We're not going, you know, we're not now. Some of us are mentally freeing ourselves, spiritually, but that can't be 100%. Even the most upright person cannot say that they're totally spiritually, mentally liberated, and you still living in the belly of the beast. It don't happen like that. Okay, you cannot be totally free of spiritual oppression and mental oppression, and you continue to live in the house of your oppressor. That's your oppressor. That's just facts. We're not going to get around that. So, you know, the one thing that our ancestors did, that they left markers for us to always look to, so that we would judge and have standards of where we supposed to be. And if we're not there, we need to straighten our shit up. Now, one of those symbols was the lion. You see, the black man is a lion. And and every time I watch lions, they don't even let another lion come within fucking 20 miles, some of them. 10, 20 miles of they central area of domain. You see what I'm saying? They don't even let you come. They can smell your ass and come. And soon as they smell you, they coming to meet your ass immediately. Bottom line, they coming to meet you. So I mean, you're not living up to the standards of the divine kings of ancient times who set these standards for the black man to always guide himself, to show his divinity. How you gonna be divine and your woman is being oppressed? You don't have no motherfucking divinity, nigga. Your divinity is largely based on the status of your woman. Bottom line. Bottom line. And so this is the lack of responsibility that black men have today. That they can run around, they can quote facts, they can read all these motherfucking books, they can throw their hands up in the air. And this ain't just for the so-called conscious community. This was for black men in general. So I don't want motherfuckers to just jump on the black men in the conscious community. We talking about black men in general. You got some men out there that ain't never been a part of the conscious community and take care of his woman and take care of, and we ain't gonna all be in a relationship that we can, that we call a fruitful relationship. Some shit just ain't gonna work. But then you have your daughters, you have your nieces, you have your mother, you have, that's solely, regular. Your divinity is solely regulated on the status of the women in your family. See, when I say the black, and I have to say this, when I say that the black woman is God, somehow, see, because niggas need a trap door, to flee from taking care of their responsibility. Now, that's not going to negate that there are women out here that are in the clutches of the beast. We're not going to, and are used as instruments, and I'm going to get into that, of the beast. We're not going to excuse that either. You understand what I'm saying? But we know her history. And we know that our woman has always protected us. And we could see this all down through history, even to the fact that they would rise up and become the leading generals in the armies to fight against the colonizers, because they didn't have no man at that time that would step his ass up and do the job. So, we didn't seen that, but over the hundreds and hundreds of years of being beaten and having to fight, she no longer, able to do that, because legitimately it's a man's job. Even though many of the queens step up, it's really not her job to do that. That's a last recourse, to have your queen step up and fight that fight. That's a last recourse. Yes, she's a mighty general, but yes, she can lead an army. Historically, but that's at the last recourse that you have to do that. The lion always is the most powerful warrior. That's just bottom line. He built for that shit. You understand what I'm saying? The lionesses will hold it down. But many times, and some lionesses, if it's enough of them, if a rogue lion come in, they'll whoop his ass and get his ass up out. But sometimes if they come in with two young, strong, when they can't beat that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And if the lion is not, and if that one lion, he have to be a majestic lion. If they're young and he's a majestic lion, he can get two young lions a thorough ass whooping and run their ass up out of there. You see what I'm saying? But many times, if that motherfucker old, they whoop his ass and take his shit. So you have to see, even, and our ancestors would have not used the lion and the lioness without understanding that very clear characteristic of the lion. So the first, when it come down to the get down, and when you need that death blow, that's rendered by the lion. Okay? Them lioness can't fight, by themselves all the time, and under the most strenuous of fights, they're gonna need that lion. So now that the black man has been broken, he's been broken. He didn't fought, he's continuing to fight. But there was a savage, brutal implementation of genocide on the black man, because they know goddamn well you cannot seize the house until you bind the man. Okay? And so once they bind the man, and they gonna seize everything in the house. That's what the lion do. He kills your children. That's very clear. The lion will kill the children of the next man, of the next lion. Okay? And so when you look at exactly what's happening, they gave you the blueprint. They gave you the motherfucking blueprint of how this shit roll. You know what I'm saying? Now, one of the aspects of the lion is that, many times when his sons get older, he run them off. You know what I'm saying? He run them off. They got to go get their own goddamn, but, sometimes, the brothers and whatnot, they stay together. You know what I'm saying? They, and sometimes the sons do stay. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he runs them off. I done seen where a lion, and, he had about 3-4 of his sons that stayed with him. You understand what I'm saying? And they was causing havoc. When you got that many lions, ain't shit coming in. Because one good lion gonna ravage the motherfucking land. You know what I'm saying? He gonna ravage the land. If he's young and he's of age, he's ravaging the land. Now, if you got 3, 4, 5 of them, it's straight tyranny. You know, them motherfuckers is gonna bring tyranny upon the land. So, you know, we were blindsided. You know, and let it be clear that coming over on them boats, even before we got over here, our brothers were savage on these crackers. Don't get it twisted. Don't ever believe that our brothers were not savage. I seen the records. I seen the records. These crackers couldn't even go to sleep in the motherfucking over here because the plantations was wild. You ain't when the nightfall came and them Africans, our brothers and sisters, was in their slave quarters and it was nightfall. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Them crackers could hear. You know, our family riled up in the quarters, in the slave quarters. Them motherfuckers couldn't even go to sleep at night. You see? So in essence, while they was terrorizing us, we was terrorizing them. And when you look at the records of, you know, at that time of how the slave masters was talking, it's a book dealing with African revolts in America. You know what I'm saying? And the records of revolts in America. They're not gonna tell you about, you know, they'll give you 2, 3, 4. Man, niggas was disgruntled. Nigga, they was having large revolts. They was having small revolts, but they were always having revolts. You know, only today where you got all these bitch ass niggas where you don't have no fucking revolts. And we're gonna deal with that in the Nat Turner. You understand what I'm saying? So, what am I saying? Once you bind the man, you gonna do whatever the fuck you want to with his wife and with his children. That's just automatic. When the lion come in and kick your motherfucking ass, and the white man, which he's not a lion, but he represents the other lion that then came in and sieged and kicked your motherfucking ass, killed your babies, exactly what's happening, and seized your woman and had children with your woman. Not all of them, but many. Okay? But many. Okay? And so when you are no longer in a position of your natural authority over your family as the first wave of defense, and many times the only wave of defense, you understand what I'm saying? The sisters will rise up, but many times they need a man. They need some masculine force with them to overcome. You're not going to fight a war with all women. You see what I'm saying? That's just not going to happen. We're not going to fantasize about that. Now, can women be generals? Yes, they can be generals. Yes, they can. And they can lead armies. But that's not going to go on indefinitely. So we don't want to, you know, we don't want the sisters to fantasize about that. You know what I'm saying? That's the last recourse. And the reason why, because the woman is the most precious symbol of the nation. She's the spiritual icon. The man is not the spiritual icon. Okay? When you think of Africa, the greatest spiritual icon of the nation is the Holy Mother and Child. That's it. Okay? The man is a masculine force. He's the energy of authority in the sense of protecting. You understand what I'm saying? He's the protection, and you know the more masculine aspect of life, such as carrying them damn stones and shit to build them pyramids. That's him. But that aspect of divinity, that aspect, you know, the most divine, and you talking about the oracle. See, the black woman is the oracle. She's the spiritual icon of the people. So you don't never let that get defiled. See, that's why you should never really have women go to war except under the conditions that we are in right now, because everybody got to fight. And this is a hell of a predicament to be in. So you never get in this predicament where everybody has been broken. Man, child, woman, young, elderly. You see what I'm saying? This is what happened. So when you start seeing the decadence in in the people, see, that's only after the man fall, okay? Because if he's still in authority and you see decadence in his family, you see what I'm saying? It's still on him. Like, motherfucker, you is in authority. What happened here? You still is looked at as responsible for that. So now that this man done had his hand on our woman for over 500 years, okay, oppressing her, raping her, mentally, spiritually, you see what I'm saying? Physically, creating children, okay? And he's dominating her. And now she no longer have her mental capacity, her original mental capacity, or where she come from. You're now on a cycle where the baby, it only take one generation. When you remove them from their original culture, see, you know, even though it's in your DNA, okay? You understand what I'm saying? Many times it takes someone who's already awakened to unlock that DNA so that you can now tap into it and see who you are. You understand? Truly see who you are. But if nobody helps you, you can remain in mental bondage forever. If the cycle is not broken. And we're going to talk about that. So now you see that this man have been using our women. You understand what I'm saying? And we're not talking about all the sisters today, but a great many of them. We're not going to negate this. We're not, because if we lighten this shit up, we ain't going to never get to the true, you know, source of what the fuck is going wrong. So I don't want to, you know, yes, we all fucked up. We all fucked up. Because number one, we're not fighting. If you're not fighting this shit, you fucked up. You fucked up. You walking around in the belly of the beast with some, cause you know, with some Cartiers on, gators, and but you in the belly of the beast. So you gonna dress up in the belly of the beast. And then niggas got all these plans, different plans. You understand? So y'all niggas playing musical chairs in the belly of the beast. How the fuck do you free yourself and remain in the house of your oppressor? And he remain in power. I don't understand that. You see what I'm saying? So over the course of 500 years, you know, we are mentally where we at. Number one, because we have not defeated our oppressor. We have not defeated our oppressor. And you know, you're not going to spiritually reach deity. You can recognize your divinity now, and you can fight to reach deity, but you'll never reach deity still in your oppressor's house. You're not going to do that. So all these niggas walking around talking about they divine and this, bitch, is you still in your oppressor's house? Okay, then you'll never reach deity. You're not going to reach deity. And I mean, it'll be motherfuckers that you will say, you know what I'm saying, will seem like they deities. That just show you how powerful we are. That just show you how powerful, that show you the potential of our power. That it will look like some have even reached deity. But that just show you how far greater we got to go. And when we get there, then you will understand who built them pyramids. Okay? They see? So we just showing, you know, there's many out here just showing you a glimpse of what's, you know, what's yet to come. You understand what I'm saying? But that's just a glimpse. You understand what I'm saying? You can never reach deity. Now you can recognize your divinity. You can do that. And that's the first step, is recognizing your divinity. Because when you recognize your divinity, you're not going to be comfortable at all living in your oppressor's house, talking all this bullshit. So I go back again that the black man's divinity right now is solely regulated on the status of his woman and his children. Bottom motherfucking line. You cannot get around that. Okay, I want you to be responsible for some shit, my brother, because I love you. You know what I'm saying? You is me. I'm not dissing. You is me. I know where we come from. And I'm not going to lower the bar so you can dance around in the belly of the beast with these little trinkets and these little, cheap little fabrics on your back when you coming from far greater than this shit right here. Far greater than this shit right here. You know what I'm saying? So what am I doing? I'm making the black man responsible for his woman. That's number one. Being responsible for her welfare. Now, like I said, that don't mean, because it got to be a lot of detox. It got to be a lot of cleaning up. It got to be a lot of removing of toxins within the community. Okay? That means physically too. And that means masculine and feminine. Some of us just got to go. I must say that too. Sometimes when you have a tree and you have some branches and you see them motherfuckers is starting to die and they sickly and shit. You have to trim the tree. It's just all it is to it. So when I say that the black woman is God, and she is God, because the only way we would be here if a black woman gave birth to us. You see what I'm saying? That shows her divinity. That shows her deity. You understand what I'm saying? That shows that. No way we would be here without her. And men say yes. You understand what I'm saying? We spread, we put the seed in the woman. Yes, but let me tell you something. See, we talking about the Holy Mother here. See, this is where you motherfuckers get lost. See, every man was preceded by a woman. That's just facts. And I know it's like an enigma, because we know it takes a man to put the seed into the woman to produce the child. But each child got a navel, which means his mother preceded him. That's a fact. That's a fact. So it's almost an enigma that where you can't even it jars the mind. But the one thing that is factual, that cannot be disputed, that every man was preceded by a woman. A woman came before him. Every man got a navel, which means every man on the planet, unless you a Franken nigga, and they stirred your ass up in a Miracle Whip jar and shit and put you in an incubator or some shit like that, then you was preceded by a woman. Every man has to have a mother. He had to suckle on the breast of his mother. Ain't no Similac, ain't none of that. Okay? So the woman came first. Had to. Your mother came before you. So I'm not trying. See, that's where niggas, they try to regulate it to just any woman. See, when we talking about the Holy Mother and child. And every man had to sit on the lap of his mother first before he can spread a seed. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. We cannot argue that. You see what I'm saying? So niggas feel like, that's her divinity. That's something that the cosmos bequeathed to our woman. You see, that she would give life to us. And I don't give a fuck what your philosophy is. I don't give a fuck what your science is. You can read it all. You didn't have none of that shit when you came through the womb of your mother. You didn't have none of that shit. None of it. All that shit you got in your head after you came of age. Okay, you didn't have no Bibles. You didn't have no science books. You didn't even know your father. Okay, you didn't cry out. No child comes out and say, "Where my daddy?" They say, "Where that breast?" Put me on the titty. That's what you do. They didn't say, they didn't come out the womb and say, "Take me down to Reverend Brown's Love Chapel so that I can find God." They didn't say, "Take me down to the mosque so I could scrub my forehead on rugs until I get rug burns all on my motherfucking head." They didn't say do that. Okay, the child comes out and it cries automatically for his mother. Even when you watch the lions, they follow their mama. They damn near 2 years old, 2 years old. These be big ass lions. And that's why the daddy run their ass off. Like, get the fuck on. You understand what I'm saying? That's what happens. So they follow their mama. They follow their mama. Okay? Everywhere they go, it's the woman that take care of the babies. Up until the father gone. You know what I'm saying? He's gone. He's out there protecting the greater empire. You see what I'm saying? So when you looking at the man and the woman, you got two rulers. You got the external ruler and you got the internal ruler. The woman, when you look at the lionesses, study this. The area of domain, the lioness bloodline been in that domain, some of them 700-800 years. Do you understand me? That's real. And the men is the ones keep coming in. And if his bloodline, don't remain, then the next one come in and remove that lion. You understand? The lion is coming from the outside. The sisters is already on the land. So the lionesses have been living in that domain forever. That's their domain. The lion is coming in. So she's the internal ruler. It's her land. Basically, it's her land. That's why the woman is the throne. When you talk about Aset, her name means the throne. Okay? The throne. When you look up and you see her and you see the symbols that's connected to Aset, it's the throne. So how is you gonna be a king with another man suppressing your throne? That's just reality. I'm tired of you niggas talking this ancient Egypt shit, but you don't make it real to the people so they understand. Y'all niggas too many incense burning motherfuckers and candle burning motherfuckers. Y'all don't regulate that information so that the average black man and woman can understand it. This is not a shot at my brothers, because I'm you and you me. You understand what I'm saying? But I got to get you, that's my job, to make sure I get you up to par, to make sure that you ready to seize your throne. And you should seize your throne, nigga. You cannot keep talking about you a king and you a god and your throne is under siege. Your child is under siege. The Holy Mother and child is under siege. Your divinity is solely regulated on the status of your mother and your woman and your child. I mean, be real. I'm gonna just go ahead and be real. That's the first place a motherfucker gonna look. How's the man woman? How's the man's children? Where's her land at? Is her land, you protect her land. That's what you do. You protect her, and she's gonna give you children, she's gonna give you life. She's gonna give you resurrection. Listen to me. Your resurrection as a man is based on the woman. Hear me out. And I'm going to tell you why. What is resurrection? Re-erection. And the only thing that's going to make a man rise up is his woman. That's it. When you see that woman and you see, ooh, yeah, baby, I see you, mama. What do we look at? Let's be real. We look at them. We look at the ass. That's right. We look at the titties. We look how beautiful she is, her skin, everything. And what happened? A man rises up. So the black woman is what causes your resurrection, your re-erection. See what I'm saying? You can't do nothing without her, nigga. That's why when you dealing with the story of Osiris, you see what I'm saying? It is Isis. It is Aset that perform, and she's a oracle. She's a sorceress in a sense. You understand what I'm saying? Because she's spitting the words of power and energy over him to have him to resurrect. You see what I'm saying? To re-erect so that she can take his seed and give him child, because he was a righteous king that have fallen. You understand what I'm saying? And so that the gods, who loved Osiris and knew he was a good king, allowed for him to pass his seed before he was to go on into the underworld and become the God of judgment of afterlife. That, the judge of afterlife, not death, afterlife. You understand? Because there is no death when you won with the cosmos. You understand? You're just in a cocoon, ready to blossom and become a new butterfly in the next life. That's all that is. That's why they was wrapped in mummification, just like a cocoon. Because as they went into the other life, they would come, become that butterfly. The spirit would reawaken and move on and go off into what we call a mentor, or, for many, heaven. But let's get back, let's roll back, that it's the woman that caused your resurrection. Okay? She takes your seed. She is the one. And so then inside of her, see, we're talking about the house of God. See, when you talk about Heru, you're talking about the house of God. How the hell in your house is under siege, black man? You talking about the sister of Aset, Nephet, which is the temple. So when even you look at that, it's showing you the temple is where God is worshipped, and you see that the sanctuary is the womb, the whole temple. When you see the two pylons in the front, that's the legs of Nut. And you see the one in the middle where, you see the two pylons right there in the middle is, where there's nothing there. You will see when the sun comes up in the morning, it'll pass through there, through the two pylons. And that's Ra being born. Okay? So the inner sanctuary is inside of the woman where the child is being nurtured and until it's time to give birth. You see what I'm saying? So the temple, the throne, she's the house of God. So where's your motherfucking divinity, nigga? And every aspect of your woman is under siege. Your divinity is regulated on the status of your woman. And again, I don't want niggas to go say, look at the woman doing. Nigga, when you bind the man, when the lion come in, kick your motherfucking ass. He's going to kill your children. And he's going to siege your woman. So you looking at the woman saying, damn, oh, she doing this, that, and third. Yes, we are not condoning any of that. But we know the greatness of our woman and what she has been to us historically and still doing for many of you niggas now. See, you want to look at some of the things that, some of the sisters is doing on the street, but you won't talk about Big Mama. You won't talk about Big Mama who feed everybody in the damn family. Every nigga in the motherfucking family is sleeping over at Big Mama house. Every nigga in the motherfucking family sleeping over there at Big Mama's. You got niggas on the couch, niggas up under the couch, niggas on the floor, niggas in the basement, niggas sleeping on the ceiling, niggas on top of the refrigerator, niggas all sneaking in the refrigerator all night, making sandwiches and shit, and eating granny food up and shit. I mean, come on, man. That's the black woman is God. Okay? Everybody, nigga, when shit get bad, where you go? Nigga, you go to Big Mama's. You go to Big Mama. She cooking, this, that, and that don't negate Granddaddy, because we all love Granddaddy. We love Granddaddy. And that's just how it go. But nigga, don't you dare say nothing to grandmama. Any nigga say something to grandmama, and you already know. Nigga, get your ass up out of here, nigga. Get on up out of here. All these niggas reading all these books talking about they gods and shit. This, that, nigga, you come to Big Mama house talking stupid. Everybody in the family gonna beat the brakes off of your ass, nigga. Throw the books out the door. You out the door. That's what I'm talking about. That shit don't suit. You gonna come, nigga, you been sitting on and laying on Big Mama couch all this time, eating her food, and then you go get some goddamn books talking about you God. You gonna come in Big Mama house, nigga, talking about you God? Nigga, you gonna get the brakes beat off of your ass, nigga. You know, everybody know they depend on even my, even in my family, my mama and all my cousins and uncles and nigga, everybody leans on Big Mama. And that's what it means when you're talking about the house of God. You understand what I'm saying? She's greater than God. She's greater than God. She gave birth to God. You see what I'm saying? She gave birth to God. She resurrects God. She's the house of God. She's the temple of God. Even the pyramid is a symbol of the womb of the black woman. When you look at Newt, if you look at Newt and you look at the sarcophagus, I've already shown this. And niggas have always created some, and Dr. Ben taught me that. You know, y'all niggas don't listen. Y'all don't listen to shit. Y'all listen to them dumb motherfuckers that don't tell you nothing. That the pyramid is, when you look at the womb of Newt, is always a upside down pyramid. It's always. So when you see the sun, when you see a pyramid and you see the sun at the top of it, that's the birth of Ra. The pyramid is the womb of the black woman. Why do you think they placed the kings as deep down into the tombs and pyramids as they could? You understand what I'm saying? Because it was symbolic of the child being up inside of the woman, being prepared to be reborn into a mentor. You're reborn. How the hell you gonna be reborn? It's not physically, it's spiritually. But in order to be born, you have to come from the feminine energy. So the pyramid is the womb of the black woman. Y'all don't understand that. Damn near 90%, damn near 90% of all African spirituality is based around the black woman. Okay? I want y'all to come out this next Sunday now. I'm not done. I didn't even know I was moved. I was going this long. Okay? But I'm gonna do a part 2 to this. So family, this Sunday, next Sunday, I mean, August the 6th, General Seti presents The Divine Power of the Black Goddess, Mother of Pharaohs, Thrones of Africa, live stream, okay? It's going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern, okay? I'm going to have a 30-minute Young God, Black Goddess workshop right after the lecture. It's going to be guaranteed to inspire, motivate, educate, and equip the black woman and young goddess with the tools of mental, spiritual, and physical liberation. I want y'all to go. It's going to be in the description. So you can go right down to the description. You go to youngpharaoh.eventbrite.com. You can scroll down and you will see the flyer, Mother of Pharaohs, Thrones of Africa. You click that link and you can order your ticket, family. I got such a beautiful message. I don't want y'all to miss that. I don't. I do this because I love teaching my people the truth, okay? I put a lot of work into this, you know what I'm saying? And I'm really trying to make a presence, and trying to, wake my people up, okay? So I put a lot of work into this, teaching my people what's right. So I want y'all to come on out and support me as I do a good work for the people. So when you see me working for my sisters and the Holy Mother and Child, I'm working towards my divinity, man. I'm working towards my deity. I know I can't do that without, making sure that the black woman and the black child is protected and nourished and provided for, okay? And it's gonna be a part 2 to this video, so check it out, family. My brothers, respect you, brother. Love you too, nigga. All day, every motherfucking day. You know what I'm saying? I don't do this. I want you on your throne, brother. When I see my brother shining, I salute him. You know what I'm saying? I salute him. Because there's nothing like seeing a black man doing what's right, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's never to negate your power. But it's time for us to step up and do what the fuck we got to do to get back what's ours. Because I know we all tired of this shit. I know we are. And the best way to do that is to unify. And the first place you go is to the mind of your woman and your children. Because if you go there first, you can turn this shit around immediately. When you're talking to the knucklehead brothers, that you're talking to an individual. When you teach a brother, you teach an individual. You teach a woman, you teaching a nation. That's totally different, bro. The babies will always go to her, and they will always love her, and they are nourished by her, and they're provided for by her. And so if her mind is divine, then the nation is most definitely back on the right path and back on its way to divinity and to deity. I love everybody out there, Black Power. This is the General Sarah Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily, liberation through African education. I love you, Black Power.